What's going on, Honda heads? Thanks for coming back and checking out this channel. On today's video, we're going to be switching our focus back onto the EG after a couple week hiatus. I ended up taking a little break and switching my focus over onto the EK. You guys know H-Day is next week, or I'm not sure when you guys are going to be watching this video, hopefully within the week, but yeah, H-Day is next week, but I ended up switching my focus, like I said, onto the EK just because I had to get the car ready, start buttoning up some things within the EK just so I could have it ready for that event. So I finally finished working on the EK, so we're going to switch the focus back onto the EG. So the parts of choice that we're going to be installing within this video today, it's two parts. Right off the bat, I ended up picking up this full race traction bar. Ended up picking this up off my part out plug guy, the guy I normally do a lot of business with from my G. He always has a lot of good case swapped or swapped Civics, Integras, EGs, whatever, these golden era Honda parts. He always has them on deck at great prices. So yeah, like I said, I picked this up off of him. So we're going to be installing the traction bar, and I also picked up this Ross 2-inch or 2.5-inch throttle body wheel. The reason for this, I ended up having one of my subscribers reach out to me and letting me know that he was running literally the same exact setup, throttle body and manifold, and he was having an issue while at full wide open throttle, the throttle body was not opening up at 100%. It was only at like 70% or whatnot. So I had not gotten to that part within the build yet. So I told him once I get to it, I'd reach back out to him and let him know what I ended up doing to figure out the problem. So the dude ended up reaching back out to me a couple weeks later, once I had finally figured out that I had the same issue, and the dude informed me he ended up fixing or resolving the issue by switching up to a smaller wheel. So shout out to you, my brother. Thanks for the heads up, letting me know. It's one less thing I had to worry about. But yeah, I ended up picking up the wheel, so that's what we're gonna be installing within this video. So stay tuned and let's get into this. Just like that, the throttle cable is removed. Just like that, throttle body's out. Guys, so to switch this wheel out, it's going to be pretty self-explanatory. Guys, you're just going to remove these 4 little hex bolts, and then it's gonna pop right out, slide the new one in, put the new hardware, that's it. I'll show you the wheel size comparison. You guys can see that. Let me see, hold on. See, that's a big difference right there. You guys put it right over top. So yeah, it's a big difference in wheel size. So yeah, hopefully this is gonna resolve our issue. TPS. That, and now try to set this up for the throttle. There you go, guys. As you guys can see, full wide open throttle now. Damn, thank you, my brother. Try to see if I can find your name on the messages we exchanged. If you are watching this video, it ended up working for me too. Thank you, brother. So we're gonna move on now to the traction bar and see if we could finish capping this video out, guys. Stay tuned. Guys, so it is unfortunately a couple days later. I ended up having to run inside, do some errands or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna start installing this full race traction bar. Guys, this ain't rocket science. It's pretty easy to install. Let me get down here and dirty and show you what it is we're gonna be doing. So if you guys can see, it's gonna get connected to that bracket. That bracket I'm actually going to be removing. That is one that came with the previous traction bar that I got. Those two brackets there, and I'm gonna be installing them with the full race. These brackets are a lot heavier duty. I believe that those brackets, they ended up being some cheap, you know, eBay traction bar. I'm not really sure. They came with the whole cross member and brand new rack and pinion. He ended up like installing them beforehand so he wouldn't lose them, I would assume, the previous guy who I ended up picking this car up from. But yeah, so we're gonna be installing that. The only thing I think I might run into an issue with installing this is the center. I believe they call this a torque mount or something like that, and I believe it goes mounted onto one of these holes, either that one or that one down there. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, so I'm not sure I'm gonna have this exact bolt, but I'll figure out something. What I'll probably end up doing is just installing the two the main rods that run to the control arm, and then, you know, see if I can find a bolt later on and install it before I actually take this car out, you know, to the track or whatnot. So yeah, let me set up the tripod. I know it's gonna be a little tight. I'll probably put it on a time lapse or something just to finish this up and cap this video out. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, so those two are mounted. We're gonna see if we could raise the traction bar and install it onto the three holes right down there. So one quick little gem I'm gonna give you guys, so you could save some money. I know you could buy these bolts like Downstar, the Allen wrench. I'll give you a freebie. You can find these at the junkyard. If you go to any of these Golden Era Hondas, Honda Accords, whatever, you'll find these bolts right here. They're already going to be matching the whole zinc plate or gold plated or whatever, zinc plate off of these right here. You guys can see, same ordeal. These, if I'm not mistaken, these are the bolts that hold up the steering column. You could just go start taking, I think each steering column got like either 3 or 4 of these to hold the steering column in different places. So yeah, if you find these from any of these older Hondas, they're most likely gonna still be this good of a condition, and you could replace these for this spot right here. I don't know if you guys could see that, but it goes right in there. Yeah, it's the same thread pitch and everything. I already tested them out, screwed them all in. So yeah, I'm gonna raise the traction bar on, see if I can get it you know, centered, and then start bolting it up. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I figure I'd give you guys also another quick gem. As you guys could see, this is pretty common on these older Hondas. The thread, the nut that's in the back of it, ends up falling in, and you no longer are able to thread it. You know, as you guys can see here, the threads, it has none. So one thing you can do to mitigate that, in my case, what I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna grab this little hole saw here. I'm gonna drill it from underneath, just to get that little perfect circle there, and then put a nut behind it, and then just tighten it down with a nut behind, just so I have all three. Yeah, like I said, this is an issue you're going to be running into with these older Hondas, so if that is the case, don't worry about it. Just do that. Just either cut it with a Dremel or whatever, cut off tool underneath. In my case, like I said, I am using a hole saw, which is going to work really good. So yeah, I figured I'd throw that in there just in case you guys run into the same issue as me. It's not a big deal. So yeah, let me try cutting this hole out or drilling this hole out, and then I'll pick back up with you guys in a sec. Stay tuned. Guys, this would be a lot easier if you do have an extra helping hand, but alrighty. Voila! Now that it's holding on, let me start putting the other ones through. All she wrote. All right, guys. So this this center bar here, I called the guy I bought this off of, my part out plug. Yeah, he had informed me that this traction bar came off of a EG Civic with a B series in it. So this bar here, this rod, was on a B series setup. I mean, I could technically still use it, but I would have to mount it onto this bolt here, which would technically not line up, but I would have to keep it gapped up. Let me show you real quick. So for it to be nice straight, I will have to keep it at a distance like this, put a spacer. Not just that, this rod here, or the bolt that it calls for, it is a thicker, let me see if I can find it. I can't find it, but yeah, it's calling for a thicker 19 mil style bolt. This bolt right here, which is that hole right there, that's a 14. So one, I'm gonna have to like put a spacer in it just to keep this straight, and also go from a 19. The bolt's gonna be dancing inside that this little hole there. So I figured I'm just gonna leave it out. I'm not gonna install it. It's not a biggie. Don't really need it. It would have been nice, but I figured, you know, if I do want to install it, I'll order the mid plate and then install it later. At least I do have the rod. So, guys, so that is it for today's video. I was able to accomplish a lot within this video, installing the throttle body wheel and the traction bar. Hopefully, guys, for next mod video within the EG, I am planning on doing a custom intake on the budget, guys. I have been sourcing out some parts within eBay, finding the pipe and the couplers and all that, and I figured I'm gonna try to make a custom intake, like a one that like comes out right through the bumper. I'm gonna see if I could do something like that for you guys, just so you guys could have something as a template video. You guys can come and make yourselves an intake within a budget. Hopefully trying not to spend no more than like 150 bucks. I know these intakes, you can find them used upwards of like 180, 200. So if I can possibly make one for you guys that you guys can copy or emulate on your builds, guys, for less than that, that is awesome. I know I've been slow within this build. I've been trying to, like I said, save some money to get it tuned, but there's a couple little things I gotta finish up on this build before I'm able to take it to get tuned. One being bleeding the brakes, alignment, and the intake. So yeah, that is, like I said, the next video I'm planning on uploading within the EG. Guys, if you guys are gonna be attending at H-Day this weekend, or whenever, I say this weekend, like if, I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish it. The plan is to upload this video. So yeah, if you guys are at H-Day this weekend and you guys happen to see this face or see that beautiful EK there, guys, come and show your boy some love, man. It is much appreciated if I get some love thrown at me, guys, for the content I've been dishing out. God, that appreciation is greatly appreciated, guys. So yeah, with that being said, if you guys haven't yet subscribed or are new to this channel, I would appreciate it if you guys would subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, comment down below. Guys, follow me also on my IG. Yo, my IG following is pretty weak right now. I'm at like 270 subscribers. Guys, go and follow me on IG as well, guys. So yeah, with that being said, guys, until next time, stay blessed. Peace.